All right, let's get right into it. So you've heard about Claude, Anthropic's AI assistant. But the big question is, which plan is actually right for you? Is the free version good enough to get by, or do you need to jump up to Pro or maybe even Max? Let's break it all down so you can make the right call.
And that really is the central question here, isn't it? Is Claude's free plan a genuinely helpful tool you can actually use day to day, or is it just a little taste, a teaser to get you to pull out your credit card? Let's find out.
So first things first, a quick refresher. Claude is an AI assistant from Anthropic, and its whole deal isn't just about being clever. It's built from the ground up to be helpful, safe, and really stable. You can use it for a ton of different things. And when I say a ton of things, I mean it. We're talking about everything from drafting a professional email to summarizing a super dense article you just uploaded, or even writing and debugging code. It's a powerhouse right out of the gate. So how do you even get started? Well, the good news is it's super simple. They've made it incredibly easy to get your account up and running. I mean, look, the setup is about as easy as it gets. You just go to Claude AI, click Sign Up, verify your email, and boom, you're in. That's literally it. You can be having your first conversation in under a minute. And listen, don't overthink that first chat. Seriously, the best way to use Claude is to just talk to it like you would a helpful coworker who happens to know, well, pretty much everything.
Okay, but here is the most important thing you need to know to get great results from Claude. The quality of the answers you get is 100% tied to the quality of the questions you ask.
And this slide just shows it perfectly. Look at the difference. If you say help with writing, you're going to get something super generic. But look at the specific one. It gives a role, a goal, and context. That's how you get an answer that's actually useful.
All right, now for the main event, comparing the plans. This is where you figure out if the free version is all you need, or if it's time to unlock a little more power.
You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's not usually about wanting fancy new features. People upgrade because their workflow gets interrupted. They pay for Pro or Max when the free plan's limits start causing friction and slowing them down. And here it is, the main source of that friction. The free plan has these usage caps, and they don't reset every day, they reset every 5 hours. So if you're deep into a big project, you can just hit a wall and have to stop everything and wait. It's frustrating. So let's look at this chart. The first thing that just jumps out is usage per session. Pro gives you 5 times what you get for free. Plus, you get to choose which AI model you want to use for different tasks. And you get cool organizational tools like projects. Let's just pause on that for a second. 5 times. The jump from free to Pro isn't a tiny little bump. It is a 5-fold increase in how much you can do before Claude asks you to take a break. For anyone using this regularly, that's a huge, huge difference. And this bar chart makes it even more obvious. So if the free plan is your baseline, Pro is that big jump we just talked about. But then, look at Max. It's just in a completely different league. We're talking 25 times or more the usage of the free plan. That's for the people who are basically living inside Claude all day long. So, let's recap what Pro gets you for that $20 a month. Way more usage, the power to pick the best model for your job, like the powerful Opus or the super fast Haiku. Tools to keep your work organized, and priority access so you don't get slowed down when everyone else is using it. Oh, and a quick but really important heads up. These plans we're talking about, Free, Pro, and Max, are just for using Claude on their website or in their app. If you're a developer and you want to build Claude into your own stuff using the API, that's a totally separate thing with its own pricing. So, this brings us to the final big question. With all this info, is it actually worth paying for? Well, the answer, of course, really depends on you. If you're just kind of curious, playing around with it, or you only need some AI help for a quick task here and there, then honestly, the free plan is super generous. It's probably all you're ever going to need. But what if you're using it every single day? If you find yourself right in the middle of a great workflow and suddenly you see that you've hit your limit message, well, that's the clearest sign there is. The Pro plan was made for you. It's designed to remove that exact frustration. And finally, if you're a true power user, I'm talking researchers, developers, anyone who relies on Claude for hours every single day, and even Pro starts to feel a little tight, then Max is your answer. You're basically paying to never, ever hit a wall. So here's the simplest test. Just use the free plan for your normal, everyday work. If you feel boxed in or you get cut off within the first week, you have your answer. The Pro plan is almost certainly a good investment for you.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. This whole decision isn't just about usage limits. It's about what's possible. So forget the plans for a second and just ask yourself this. What big, crazy, ambitious problem would you solve if you had a tireless, unlimited AI assistant right by your side?